Oftentimes, being a law student, you feel like you're in this ivory tower, and as a clinic student, you are way outside of that tower and you are doing the work. That just gave me such a sense of confidence.
I think it's so valuable to step out of Georgetown and do some work with your neighbors, with the people you're sharing the city with.
You know how to read the law already. This part is to help you actually step into the shoes of a lawyer.
I imagine years from now when we're all doing our own things, seeing them out in the world and saying, they were in my clinic, and being really proud of them just because it was just such a great community.
I really think that for me, and also for all my other peers who participated, it is one of the most important things that they've done while at law school, and I'm really grateful to have had the opportunity.
There's so much to love about our clinical programs here at Georgetown. I think we're unique in how seriously we take the pedagogy and how much we really push students to step into that first chair role.
I started out actually at a law school in North Carolina and decided to transfer to Georgetown, and I did so because of its location and also its clinical program. I knew that I wanted to go somewhere where I could get that hands-on education and be surrounded by so many students that were looking to make change with the law.
Most of our clinics are almost full-time endeavors, and that is really something that's quite unique about Georgetown. It facilitates true role assumption.
And we as supervisors are there to support them and to guide them and to help them, but they really are the first chair on the case, working directly with the clients. And they're making that transition from student to student attorney to attorney over the course of that year.
First day, it's just like, hey guys, go to the cell block and do your interview. I'll be out here if you need me. That's just a very memorable experience of just being like set free.
This experience was obviously a learning experience, but it was also getting to do the things that I've learned.
I don't think law school prepares you to have those technical skills, to have those people skills, to even have the institutional knowledge of how to navigate the court. I feel like I've learned more in just a year of clinic than I have from traditional coursework.
I think the experience of having a more difficult client or a really easy client who just defers to you, or a client whose family wants to be involved in every step of the way and make every decision. Having those experiences, failing sometimes in those, succeeding sometimes in others, and then just figuring out what type of lawyer you want to be.
We learned by doing. There's nothing that really substitutes for actually having to do a client interview or having to prep a probable cause hearing on the fly.
There is no place like Washington, D.C. to practice law and get into that lawyerly mindset. This is the place where laws are debated, where regulations are promulgated, where things are adjudicated, and it provides students really an unmatched opportunity to get out into the community here in DC, but also to affect change on a national scale and even an international scale.
The reality of it is, when I came to law school, I didn't really know what type of law I wanted to practice. I knew that I was passionate about working with young people. I knew that I had this dream about being a trial lawyer. It wasn't until clinic that I realized that I could pair both of those things in a career. Clinic was exactly what I was hoping law school would be.
The professors here have all chosen to be clinic directors for a reason. We care extremely deeply for the well-being of our students, student learning, and how to match that with developing lawyerly skills that they can translate into practice.
I think it's the essential part of training good lawyers. My advice for anyone thinking about law school or in law school is take a clinic.
It's training that next generation of lawyers to be the best advocates they can be, the best people they can be, and the best lawyers they can be.
It's helped me not only hone what I want to do as a lawyer, but how I want to do it. And I think that while you have the opportunity to grow and to make mistakes and to have support from faculty and peers, this is the most important thing I've done during law school.
When I'm hiring young lawyers today, that's a huge thing I look for. Do they have clinical experience? Have they actually been on their feet, doing this work? Because there's no substitute for it.